out here in Fort Worth before Colorado's game at TCU. And Sean, you broke down this matchup as you went through everything and kind of analyzed this matchup for the Buffaloes. What stood out to you the most?
I think it's an opportunity for the offense to do some things that I'm not sure that they've struggled with, but that they really haven't been presented with, maybe since the Houston game. So I think there's a chance to really get the passing game going on that side of the ball. And on the other side of the ball, it's a new challenge. We've faced so many running teams and heavy quarterback run teams. And this is the first time we've really faced just a true passing offense with a quarterback who wants to push the ball down the field. So it'll be a good challenge for a depleted secondary.
Yeah, I would assume Caden Salter is going to start again tonight. How long is his leash, you think, at this point? It's probably going to at least be till the bye week until any decisions are made beyond what's been made at this point.
I would think so. And, I think, gosh, going back and breaking down things, I really do feel like there were opportunities for him to make plays in both of those games late where he didn't just, he didn't make the plays to win the game. He wasn't the clutch guy at the end of the game, but he's just been hamstrung so much by this offense that for some reason when he's in there doesn't want to push the ball down the field at all. So they're doing a good job with him in the run game, but they're just not giving him anything outside of hitches and spot routes in the passing game. So, I hope they see that, but I agree with you. I think that if you're going to make that change and you're going to kind of wash this season and move forward with trying to groom Juju Lewis for next year and for the future, I don't think you really do that till after the bye based upon the teams that you have coming up in the next couple of weeks, but also just kind of the duration of the season.
TCU's top running back and their top receiver are both listed as probable. Those were guys that were banged up here recently. Colorado's injury report is not as promising as that, especially on the defensive line going into this one.
Yeah, they're really thin on the defensive line for this week. I think they're down to like 6 total, participating healthy bodies, guys that have contributed. So it's going to be a challenge for those guys. I wouldn't be surprised to see, with as much as TCU likes to run the ball, I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see some defensive fronts that have 3 ends on the field that gets Quincy Wiggins out there along with a couple of the other defensive ends and 1 defensive tackle to try to generate a pass rush. I think they really need to try to do that this week, be a little more aggressive in their pass rush. But then you leave yourself susceptible to the run, and with the leading rusher coming back for TCU, that's a problem. He's a big bruising back, and he's got speed. So he's a challenge. They like to run off the edges, and while it's not a quarterback this time, that's where CU's really been challenged is off tackle and outside runs. So it's, I think the defense is going to have its hands full.
If you want to look at a silver lining, it almost feels like Colorado found a new player last week in Jalen Miller. And that's something that they can build on tonight, and I think they need to in order to pull off this upset.
No, I agree. I think they found him. I'm excited to see them use him in some different ways out of the backfield. They tended to rely on him in that wildcat, which was really just one play right, one play left. It was the same play, time after time. And it got good yardage, but I'd like to see them mix him in a little more as an every down back because we know he can catch the ball. And so he's another threat out of the backfield in the screen game and those sort of things. So looking forward to seeing how they utilize him in this one.
They made some magic out in the stadium a couple years ago.
They did. They did. This was kind of where it all started, right?
Yeah.
They came out here and surprised the world. And TCU wasn't a great team that year coming off the national championship. But I think that's what you're going to see with a lot of teams, CU included in this portal era, is you're going to put together teams that click for a year, maybe 2 years, and then you're going to have, a little bit of not a complete scrap-it-all rebuild like you used to do with high school players, but you're going to have some years that are kind of down years, find your key guys again, and then pop back up and make noise. So I think the question remains is kind of where does CU sit in that dynamic?
Well, you've had Robert Livingston and Coach Hilo running stadiums here, so they're getting into game mode. I guess we should get up to the press box and do the same. Sound good?
Sounds like it. We lucked out with the heat. It's not too bad. I would
No,
say
it's not too bad at all.
It's a comfortably numb heat, but I could go for a little air conditioning and maybe a little ice in my drink.
All right, sounds good.